afternoon, everybody. If you are watching this video right now, and I would like to welcome you, and thank you so much for your time as we are waiting to configure the video just in a moment. So if you have just joined in live, I want you to say hi to me, so I know that you're watching this video right now. So yeah, we have got somebody who's watching this. So one more time, if you're just joining this video, I just want you to say hi to me, so that I know that you're watching this video right now. And I would like to dedicate my utmost gratitude to the Learning Matchmaker for having this initiative, and I'm very privileged to be the first one to kickstart this webinar series, the Masterclass webinar series, and I'm going to speak for the next half an hour about a very interesting idea which I'm going to share with you later. So if you have just joined in, I want to say hi to me, so I know that you're watching this video right now. Alright, as we are waiting for more people, I would like to also share with you on how we collaborated and we started this initiative. And the reason why we did this, because we wanted to have a short micro-learning session and to help people in the corporate world, if you're in HR, L&D, or even if you're a salesperson, or anybody who could benefit from this. The reason why we wanted to do this, because we want to make it a micro-learning session, so they can watch it from your office, you're on the go, during lunchtime. So it's a short session for me to share with you. So yes, hi Kavita, that's nice to meet you, thanks for joining in. And for those who just joined in, I want to say hi to me, so I know that you're watching this video right now. Alright, and today, let me share with you everybody, and what I'm going to share with you today is, I'm going to share with you 5 strategies on how to develop liking from others. Alright, so one more time, if you have just joined in, I want you to say hi to me, so I know that you're watching this video right now. Alright, so today I'm going to share with you 5 strategies on how to develop liking from others. And let me just quickly introduce myself. My name is Wesley Chan. I am a certified NLP trainer. NLP stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming. In short, we learn about human conscious and the unconscious mind. Alright, so we have Esther Lim. Hi Esther. And Ezri. Hi Ezri. Alright, great. So for those who just joined in, I want to say hi to me, so I know they're watching this video right now. Alright, so I was just now just introducing myself, and this is my profile. So I am a certified NLP trainer. I've been doing training for the past 7 years. I've trained more than 100,000 people across 15 cities. And I specialize in running the only experiential NLP program with a complete support system. Where in my program, if you attend my NLP certification program, we have a 6 months coaching call. Alright, so yeah, for those who join in, I want you to say hi to me. And today, I'm going to talk about 5 strategies how to develop liking from others. So before we start, why not, I want to ask you a question. For those watching this video, I want to ask you from where, from which city or from where are you watching this video from? So just comment below and let me know from which part of Malaysia or which part of town that you're watching this. I just want you to comment so that I know from where you're watching this. Maybe from KL, from Damansara, from Johor, from Penang. Just comment below and let me know whether you're watching this video from which part of Malaysia. Alright, great. And one more thing just to heat up our webinar series today as we're waiting for more people. And I'm going to give away something which is something which I would like to dedicate this to you. So at the end of today, I'm going to pick one person, whereby later I'm going to give all of you here a quiz. Right, if you manage to attempt, answer the right one, or you have the closest answer towards what I'm going to ask you later on, I'm going to share with you, I'm going to give one person who shared the closest answer. I'm going to give this golden ticket, where personally for me, I'm going to come down to your company to deliver a 2 hours workshop on the art of building rapport, on how you can make people like you instantly in less than 30 seconds. Alright, so yeah, I saw that we have, right, Kavita. Hi Kavita from RBC. Oh, from RBC. Hi Kavita. We have Farah from JB. We have Kavita from KL office. Okay, Esther from KL. Ezri from Cyberjaya. Hey Loges. Hi Loges. Nice to meet you Loges. Top Love Meru. Right, so the question is this. So I'm going to ask for those watching this video right here today, I'm going to ask you this question. If you guess the correct answer or the closest to the answer, I'm going to give this a complimentary 2 hours keynote workshop session where I charge the corporates at 3,000 ringgit for 2 hours. So if you get it correctly or closest to the answer, I'm going to giving this for free to your company. Alright, so and the question is this. Alright, so can you guess how many coaching and training sessions I have conducted from January this year to September this year? Let me repeat one more time. I want you to guess how many coaching and training sessions I have conducted personally by my own from January until September this year. So for those who managed to get the right answer, or the closer to the right answer, I'm going to be giving this to you, alright, where it's a 2 hours program, the Art of Bidding report, absolutely free, which I charge outside at 3,000 ringgit for 2 hours workshop. Alright, so just write down the answer, and then I will let you know at the end of this video what's the answer, and who is the closest person who get the answer right now. Alright, so yeah, Farah, you're watching this with my colleague from PHHP Marketing. Alright, great, thank you so much. Right, so let's go into the topic right here. And today, I'm going to share with you about 5 strategies on how you develop liking from others. And personally, I am very obsessed with understanding the human brain, in understanding human psychology. Alright, so let me just ask you these questions right here. Alright, so we got Esther 150, Kavita 18, Logas 50. Alright, I'm going to review the answer at the end of this video, so stay tuned. Alright, and so I specialize in this one area called NLP, where I have been obsessed and been studying this for the past 8 years, including neuroscience, neuromarketing. These are the areas that I'm very obsessed in. So for my background of qualification, I took NLP certification, it's called NLP. So I want to ask all of you here below, I want you to comment. If you heard of NLP before, I want you to write 1. If today is your first time hearing the word NLP, I want you to write 2. So that I know to what extent should I elaborate my topic here later. Alright, Ezri 18, Shamin, wow, 450. Farah 96, right? So I want to ask, for those watching this video, if you heard of NLP before, I want you to comment 1. If this is your first time hearing NLP, I want you to comment 2. Alright, because the study of NLP says that it's about learning about human senses, it's about learning about the conscious and the unconscious mind. Alright, great. Like I said before, Vanessa, first time, Charmaine heard this before. Alright, great. So NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. In short, it's about understanding our human conscious mind and the unconscious mind, where it's about our human habits and the human behavior. And therefore, if we understand human habits and human behavior, we have a higher chance of persuading others, of managing people better. So from what I learned is this, so there are 5 strategies combined with what I read outside, based on my personal experience as well, where I'm going to share with you 5 strategies on how you develop liking from others. So if you're ready, I just want you to give me a thumbs up. If you're ready, I'm going to share with you in a short moment. If you're watching this video right now, give me a thumbs up, and I'll begin immediately right now to share with you the 5 strategies on how you can develop liking from others. Right, so, yes, Lily, started already, Lily, right? Alright, so let me just go to the point number 1. Now, on how we can really develop liking from others, so let me just go to point number 1 right here. Now, point number which is very important, on how you can develop liking from others. The first point is about giving compliment. And so when I say giving compliment, it is about the habit of seeing good in others. So you might ask me, so how do I compliment somebody? Where if it's a total stranger or prospect or a new colleague who just joined us. So I think one of the best ways, again, talking about compliment, is the habit of seeing good in others. It could be simple thing like the physical appearance, or it could be their attitude or behavior that you like in them. So because if you give people a positive compliment, you will also be seen as somebody optimistic and somebody approachable. Right. So yeah, for those who just joined in, Nancy Farah, that's great. Alright, so point number 1, which I believe which is very important that anybody can start, which is to give a compliment on a regular basis. It could be an office colleague that you've been working for the past so long, but every single day when you start off the morning, so just say, hi, nice to meet you. Hey, you have got a very nice shirt, that's a very nice bag. So, and I believe, and I would like to also recommend that compliment must also be genuine. So, and again, compliment is about habit of seeing good in others. So that's point number 1. Alright. So great for watching this. Okay, great. So let's go to point number 2, everybody. So point number 2, which I believe, which is very important on how to develop the liking in others, where I want to call this one thing called similarity. Alright, so what I mean by similarity, people like people who are like each other. So let me repeat one more time. So people like people who are like each other. So if you come from the same hometown, or you support the same football club, or you have this same favorite vacation place, then you have a sense of a clique, a sense of similarity, where, and again, sense of similarity will breed comfort. When you're comfortable, it gives trust. Where I consistently have been sharing this very extensively, not only sharing with managers in the corporate world, but I coach very intensively for sales and customer service people. How do you develop the sense of liking from others? By creating similarity. Now, where in NLP, what we learn is, we learn this one concept, which is very important. And this one thing called mirror match. Alright, I do understand that this micro learning session is rather short, because that's our intention to make it short, simple, and straight to the point. And it's only half an hour. So, but anyway, I'm going to allocate my last 5 to 10 minutes so that if there's any question along the way, you can also ask me. Or if there's anything that pops up in your mind that you want to ask me, you can also write down here, comment below, so that I can address your questions towards the end of this webinar. Alright. So point number 2, I will come to this one thing called similarity. So people like people who are like each other. So like I showed you just now, if you're from the same hometown, you get connected each other and say, hey, you're also from Penang. So let's say if you support the same football club, and you also get connected as well. So similarity is the key. Now, where in NLP, we learn one thing, that human being, we have 5 senses. And in NLP, we learn one thing, that every single one of us have a preferred learning sense. So if you're watching this video right now, you could be categorized into a visual person, or an auditory person, or a kinesthetic person in the way that you talk. So let me just illustrate further with you this one, since I find this very interesting, and I would want to share with you this one. Alright, so we call it the VAK. So in communication, you are either a visual, auditory, or a kinesthetic person. So what I mean by that, right? A visual person is somebody who likes to observe and see. So in the conversation, in the communication, you like to observe and see, right? So a visual person will speak fast. A visual person is very neat in your appearance. A visual person, when you watch a movie, you like to see the subtitle. So that's a visual person. An auditory person, on the other hand, is somebody who likes to listen during a conversation. You may or may not give eye contact, but you are very sensitive to noise and sound. An auditory person have a habit of reading out loud to yourself even though you're alone. A kinesthetic person, on the other hand, is somebody who is more chill and relaxed, somebody who speaks slower, and somebody who has this habit of touching and tapping people when you are talking. A kinesthetic person is also somebody who is more emotional. So I want to ask you, for those watching this video right now, do you think, according to your own thought, do you think you're a visual person, auditory, or a kinesthetic person? So that I know that you can comprehend what I shared with you just now or not. Alright, so Nancy, hi Nancy, Farah, great. Oh, San, you're from Pakistan, great. Right, so the reason why over the past 1-2 minutes I've explained to you the VAK. The reason is because we get connected to the people of the same style. So let me tell you why. Now in NLP, we believe in this one concept called mirror match. Now means what? So if a person who is very energetic, a person who is very energetic and speaks fast, now how do you create a sense of liking with them in a very split second? Now the short tool is you be like them. So let me just repeat one more time, because people like people who are like each other. So the person speak fast, you speak fast like them. The person is very excited, be as excited as them. The person is very slow and relaxed, be slow and relaxed with them. So therefore, the reason why this is interesting, because if there's a research that is being said that when you take 2 people, when they have good sense of liking, good rapport with each other, they will behave the same way unconsciously. So if you notice watching this video right now, so one of the ways that you can gain, you can actually have the very fast way to have a liking from others is to mirror match. Follow the way people talk, the rate of speech. If they speak fast, you speak fast. If they have excited gesture, you follow excited gesture. If they talk fast, you talk fast. If they're very relaxed, you relax. Just mirror match them. That's one of the ways you can do. Alright, thanks Shifa. You're awesome. You're awesome too, Shifa. Alright, so let's go to point number 3. Now, point number 3 on how you can develop liking from others. Let me just come to this point right here. Now, point number 3 is this. In communication, in conversation, in sales, persuasion, people management, it is very critical and it's very important to have this one thing called physical attractiveness. So what I mean by physical attractiveness is the way you groom yourself, is the way you present your body language, is the way that you radiate a sense of impression to people. Because again, people like people who are more neat, so physical attractiveness is very important. And there's a research based on this as well, where in neuroscience, now we learned that we create impression on a very fast time. It takes less than 6 seconds to create a first impression on you. And the reason why it is so quick because our optic nerve travel 50 times faster than your speech. So the more people look at you, in less than 6 seconds, they will come an assumption or impression about you. So therefore, physical attractiveness is very critical on develop the sense of liking from others. Alright, so let me just go to point number 4. Let me just go to the right point right here. Alright, so let's go to point number 4. Point number 4, very critical in this one thing in communication. Develop a sense of liking is to have a habit of asking questions. So what I mean by this, and there was an article that I read before, and it says that if you meet somebody new, if you talk to somebody, especially in a networking event, so you say, hi, pleasure, good morning, my name is Wesley. If you initiate a conversation by asking 3 questions, how many questions? 3 questions. So you meet somebody at a networking event and you ask them 3 questions. Chances are, after the 3rd question, and when you pause, they will feel more obliged to ask you the next question. So the point is this, have habits asking questions like, where are you from? What do you do? Where do you travel from? Have habit of asking questions, because the psychology behind asking questions is this. People like people who are interested in them rather than you feeling that you're the interesting one. So let me just repeat one more time for you. People like people who are interested in them instead of you being the interesting one. So how do you give a sense of interested in people is by beginning with asking questions. So unlike the traditional 30-second elevator pitch, when you talk to people, hi, my name is Wesley Chan, then you go 30 seconds elevator pitch. It is good, but it is even better if you initiate a conversation by asking questions. Alright, so thank you, Nancy. thanks for that. Alright, so and my last point that I really want to share with you is this. Very critical in my experience coaching people, working more than 100,000 people for the past 7 years. How do you really create the fastest, best, greatest first impression, develop a sense of liking in others? It is none other than this one thing called energy. Alright, so energy is very important. So people like people who radiate energy. So my question to you, do you know somebody who radiates energy in the hall? So when they walk into a meeting room and you can feel that this person is like so cheerful, joy and positive. And do you also know that somebody in your office or people that you know, when they walk into the room, you feel that they suck all the energy to you? Alright, so the reason why, because energy is very important. Energy is probably like an aura or charisma. So the question is this, how do we give an impression that we have high energy? So, and again, oh, thanks Ubi, Pariza Ubi. We want more, alright, great. Thanks Ubi, thanks from Kampa, okay. So how do we develop a sense of energy? And it's none other than our non-verbal communication. So one tips for you watching this video right now, how do we develop a sense of impression to people is to have energy. Now how to have energy is very simple. So I would like to ask everybody here to imagine that you are a superhero and you have this Iron Man light. Right, so this Iron Man light is like a battery of yours. So how to portray a good sense of energy is to make sure that your Iron Man light is always front or up. Of course not too up because you look very funny. It's front or up because you portray energy from right here, your Iron Man light. So very important to keep the posture. And number two, how do you develop a sense of high energy? Is of course to talk with excitement. Your gesture that when you talk, use more territory space, so when you're talking to people. So yeah, so these are some 5 strategies in a very quick way on how to develop the sense of liking from others. So let me share with you why liking is very important. Because I believe liking comes before selling. Let me repeat one more time. Liking comes before selling. And I'm not saying that you should learn to sell, but what I want to share with you is this. 1 out of 9 people in the entire world, they are involved in sales. That's 1 out of 9. What about the balance 9? The balance 9 of them, they are not involved in sales directly, but the number 2 skills that anybody should know, if you're not doing sales, the number 2 skills, very critical, is the skill of convincing others. So therefore, before you convince people, before you persuade or before you sell, you must have a sense of liking from others. Because liking comes before selling. Alright, so I'd like to ask all of you here watching this video, point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, which one of these that you like the most? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one of these that you like the most that you can immediately apply right on later during lunchtime or after lunch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one that you like the most? And I want you to comment. So let's say if you like compliment, so then you write down compliment. If you like question, you like question. So which of these 5 that you like the most? So just comment and which of these 5 that you like the most, and you can immediately apply for you to create better liking from others. Alright, so Michael. Alright, great. So yeah, do like and share this video as well if you find this helpful. And so just comment below which of these 5 that you think that you like the most that you can apply immediately. Comment any of these 5 that you think that suits you the most. Alright, Logis. Compliment, great. Ubi, energy. Farah, compliment. Alright, great. So talking about compliment again, it's about having the habit of seeing good in others. So you can compliment the person's physical attitude, physical attractiveness, how they wear, you can compliment them. How they groom, you can compliment them. How they look, you can compliment them. Their attitude, their behavior, they send you a report which is well done, just praise them and have a habit of seeing good in others. Alright, so Vanessa, similarity. Charmaine, compliment. Esther, compliment. And Janet, physical attractiveness. Great. So yeah, for those who just joined in, and I was playing a quiz here today, and I would like to ask everybody here watching this video, and if you get the answer correctly or closest to the answer, so I'm gonna be giving away this golden ticket, where personally that I collaborated with the Learning Matchmaker, and if you can guess correctly, how many coaching and training sessions I've conducted from January 2018 to September 2018. If you can guess the answer correctly or the closest answer, I'm gonna be giving this away to you absolutely free. A 2 hours workshop on how you can build instant rapport with anybody. And in this workshop, I'm gonna touch on very deeply into these 5 elements to develop a sense of liking from others. How many coaching and training sessions I've conducted from January to September 2018. Closest to the answer, I'm going to be giving this absolutely for you for free, which is worth 3,000 ringgit to your company. Where I'll go to your company, I'm going to deliver this workshop for absolutely free. Alright, so you can just write that. Alright, so Ima, energy. Shifa, good topic, thank you Shifa. Rosma, energy, great, August 25. Alright, I'm going to review the answer to you later. Alright, and so for those watching this video, so if you have any questions, I'm going to spend my last 5 minutes of my time. If you have any questions as pertaining to building rapport with people, to develop sense of liking from others, from winning the first impression. So if you have any questions pertaining to that, just comment below and I'll address your questions in my last 5 minutes of the video right here. Alright, so Janet 50, Farah 50, Farah 9, Janet 50, Farah 96, and Winnie 80. Alright, so stay tuned. I'm going to review the answer to the end of this video. Alright, so Vanessa 40, All right. So yeah. So if you have any questions as pertaining to winning first impression or building rapport with others, you can comment below so that I can then answer to as any questions that you have for my next 5 minutes. All right. So yeah. So today we talk about 5 strategies on how developing liking from others. We have talked about compliment. Compliment, in short, is the habit of seeing good in others. That's very important. People like people who give compliment. All right. Number 2, similarity. So what is something common between you and the people that you speak to? And it could be the hometown football club, your vacation travel you want to go to. You have the same car, you have the same brand of watch, or you have from the same school. So sense of similarity. People like people who are like each other. All right. So question. So let me just come. Rosma 30, Mark 120. Does hypnotize work similar to NLP, Esri? That's a very good question. Just for information, Esri, I am also a certified master hypnotist in hypnotherapy. Hypnosis and NLP, they are not the same. Hypnosis, okay, let me share with you more on hypnotherapy and hypnosis. Hypnotherapy and hypnosis is more on putting people into a very relaxed trance state, and then you induce suggestions to them. So whereby in hypnosis, we believe that we bypass the analytical brain, we bypass the critical faculty on how we can induce suggestions to the unconscious mind, to the brain. So where what you see on TV, talking about hypnosis, hypnotherapy, where people do funny things on stage, some of them you may not know because you may not know what they've done before, because for you to hypnotize somebody, you require permission from the subject. So for those you see on TV that people walk halfway, hypnotize, and they take money from you, you must have the permission, because in hypnosis, hypnotherapy, you are in full control. So the answer is it is not similar, Esri. Alright, San, 20 sessions. Alright, great. So I'm going to review the answer to you shortly on how many sessions I've conducted from January to September 2018, how many coaching and training sessions. Closest for the answer, I'm going to be giving you this complimentary workshop for 2 hours to help you and your staff. You can put in people right there, you and your staff, 2 hours to help you develop a sense of rapport. Alright, great. So if any questions, you can ask me as well. So I was stopping right here to talk about, to recap. So point number 3 is physical attractiveness, the way you groom yourself, where people like people who are well-groomed and neat. Alright, so therefore if you're a people manager, salesperson, aspiring entrepreneur, or you are a leader in your company, so have the habit of dressing well, dress to impress, and make sure that you have a nice physical attractiveness. Alright, number 4, question. Have the habit of asking questions, and so it's proven that if you ask 3 questions to somebody, and when you pause for a while, that person will then be obliged to ask you the subsequent question. Very impactful. If you are going for a networking event, representing HR and HR conference, talking to people, so you ask them 3 questions, you pause for a while, they will oblige to ask you the 4th. Because again, it's about the psychology behind asking questions. And number 5 is have energy. Alright, so people like people who have radiant energy. Energy comes from our Iron Man light, standing straight with a good posture, your gesture when you talk, so this will be very important. Alright, so if you have any questions, so do let me know if you have any questions. We are almost towards the end of the session, so do let me know if you have any questions. And so these are the 5 keys, the 5 strategies to develop liking from others. Where I share this video that liking comes before selling, liking comes before persuading others. Right, so Ubi, what are some of the beliefs on NLP? That's a very interesting question. Ubi, can you let me know what you mean by beliefs? Alright, Ubi, let me know what do you mean by beliefs on NLP, so that I can better answer to what exactly you're looking for. Alright, so so that's great. Ubi, just let me know what do you mean by beliefs on NLP. Alright, so Farah 36, Logan 45, Joanne 30 sessions, San 20 sessions. Right, I'm going to review the answer to you shortly. Some of you look high on me, 450, that's very nice of you. Alright, so Obi, let me know what you mean by beliefs on NLP. Alright. Alright, so as we're waiting for Ubi, so what we believe in NLP is, I wouldn't say believe, but we believe, I would say what are the pillars of NLP. So what makes NLP so powerful? Started back in 30, 40 years, 50 years ago, and it's so relevant, so powerful in persuading others, in managing people, in coaching others, in selling, persuading. Alright, any possibility for a person to have visual, auditory together? Alright, Vinny, good question. The answer is yes. The reason why, because if you do a full profiling, it's called modality survey, where I share my workshop, where you will normally have a mixture. So you could be a visual auditory or a visual kinesthetic or auditory kinesthetic. The thing is this, Vinny, out of V and A, which one will be a dominant one and which one will be a secondary one? So because we normally have number 1 and number 2. But there's also one that's absolutely not you. Alright? There's one that's absolutely not you. So ask yourself, which is your dominant, which is your secondary, and which is one that's absolutely not you. So, Winnie, I recommend you to go to Google and you can check this one thing called modality survey. So repeat one more time for you, Winnie. Modality survey. So there are sets of questions that you can answer to check whether are you all a visual, auditory, or kinesthetic. Right. So hope that answers your question, Winnie. If you get it, give me a thumbs up. Log in 30 to 40 sessions. That's very smart of you to give a range. Right. So we are wrapping up. So why not I share with you the answer. Right, from January until September 2018, how many coaching and training sessions I've conducted? The answer is 252. 252 coaching and training sessions I've conducted from January until September. Alright, so I'm going to leave it to the Lady Matchmaker team to find out who has the closest answer. The answer is 252. The one the closest answer, and congratulations, you're going to walk away with this. Alright, you're going to walk... Okay, that's very smart of you. I already given the answer. So, yep. Yes, Joanne, that's 252. Thank you. Alright. Like, is there any belief to be aware of, so that we can learn that and adapt? So, Ubi, yes, belief that we are aware of is yes. So in NLP, we believe in two things. A belief is an opinion. A belief is what you hold in mind, may or may not be true. So very important that between you and your goal, the belief that you have, is it helping you or is it not helping you? So in NLP, we believe in a limiting belief, a belief that stops you from moving forward, or a liberating belief, a belief that keeps you going. So Ubi, ask yourself, in you and your communication, do you have some limiting belief? If you have some limiting belief, you should get rid of it so that you're more convinced, you're more confident in the way you talk. Alright, so Lucas, great. So the answer is 252. So the team will communicate with you, the one with the closest answer, and you're going to walk away with this. Worth of 3,000 ringgit. I will come to your company to deliver a 2 hours complimentary, absolutely free, on how you can build rapport, develop a sense of liking from others to help you communicate, persuade, coach people better. Alright, yes, Farah win the contest. Farah, I'm not sure if you win or not. I don't know because I can't scroll back. My team will go through and let you know, and my team will communicate for the winner. Alright, so thank you so much for your time. Alright, thank you so much for your time, everybody watching this video. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again in the next upcoming Masterclass 30 Minutes webinar organized by TLMM. Thank you so much, and have a pleasant weekend, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.